what happened last session? Library? It? Was it just library?
Mostly library, I'm not gonna lie. I did try and shuffle us out of the library, but we did not get there.
Yeah.
We ended up having a long
You sound
lunch, right?
tired.
It's been a long day.
Oh, it's been a long day. Okay. Well, you guys are getting a long rest. I think you had asked me though specifically that was there a book you were reading? I'm trying to remember.
I think there was.
If you can tell me what it is, I'll tell you details. But if you can't tell me what it is, I'm not giving you the details of whatever book you had.
Okay, give me a minute.
Because I fully was listening back to the stream and was like, where the fuck is this book? It's like when I give people things and I'm like, shit, what was that again? Okay. Does anyone have any questions before we begin?
No.
Nope.
I think I'm
Okay. So, let's see. I will do my best to describe last session. Last session, you all found yourselves over in the ancestral, we'll call it ancient halls of Runefell, the underwater city, not even underwater really, just in water city of Tunis's house. Dwelling inside of the Archivist's Hall by Malnock, you are allowed to enter the space, look at the various armored weaponry, so on, what was inside of the room, including what the elders of Runefell had used to have, as well as Malnock's knowledge of the Astral Carapace, the object that not only powers the city, but also comparably is attached to an entity that was able to ascend to godhood, similar to that of the Raven. Now, you all took a rest in the evening, at which point Vorbor had a dream in which he could see through the path into a vision of Epis, Theon, as a young man during the era of recovery. Zooming forward, you then saw him just above the capital of the Leviathos Federation, which is where we come back to the session now. So, Blank, did you find that book, or are we just gonna skip to when Vorbor wakes up from this?
I don't remember the book, but I'm fairly sure I know what the content was. Like,
The content. Okay.
it was... Wait,
I know that we rolled a bad roll to get the book.
Did we?
We did. We did roll high to get this book. We got like a fucking 13 on an investigation check or something.
I'm gonna say then, just for restarting the session, I would like anybody who wants to roll a history check can roll a history check to see if they gained any last minute knowledge, we'll say, but you all will get a full rest. Alex is purposefully gonna trance twice, so he's only at one level of...
He's still exhausted. Goddamn.
He literally was one level of exhaustion from death when you guys were fighting Epis and Elvandra. He blew one of them when you guys took a rest, so he was at 4. Then he's doing 2 more. Oh, so he's at... So I think he still has disadvantage in half speed.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to make a history... Yes, a history check. I'll also allow a religion check.
Oh, fuck. Wait, I gotta be proficient in at least one of these.
I got a 19 total for the history check.
Oh, I would do a
19
history
total.
check.
19 total for history. Okay. And then I would like you to tell me a subject matter that you would like to direct your line.
What was the place? Ravencrest? Ravenloft?
Yeah, it's Ravens.
Ravenscrest. Okay.
Okay.
And ley lines. Or magical.
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 Like pathways?
Yes. If there are any.
Okay.
If there's like anything specifically about Ravenscrest that makes it unique magically. Besides there being
Sure.
there.
I will give you. Okay. So you would find a book detailing the mythology of the various gods of the material plane. And that includes that of the Raven Queen. She was a previously powerful elven, we'll call her ruler, over in a section of the Kingdom of the World during the era of recovery. However, she eventually, using a ritual, ascended into godhood over in Ravens. That is actually where the site of her ascendancy was. It's where she was able to become a god, as well as the remnants of whatever she used to be existed at. Now she's a full deity. Her name is unknown, but that is the known place of her ascendancy. So you would know that the ritual left over there might even have residual magic, might have explanation of how she did it. It's probably also relatively dangerous, considering, though, despite the fact that any wizard who's like, oh, I want to learn how to be a god, I can go here, doesn't. So likely there are going to be other magical entities. I'm going to say with the 19, you could get that picture, along with, I'll say, you find a book that indicates specifically about the right of kings. And you notice that the right of kings. So in arcane circles, one of the things that tends to come up a lot is this act of volition or consent. So in other words, when you make when you agree to a document with, let's say, a devil or a demon, you are giving consent in an agreement, an arcane agreement that in which one person receives something from the other, and so on. There are ways to supersede that, though, rather than getting it directly from an individual or by getting it from a group. And using the divine right of a king is one of those methods. There have been instances in history when kings, or, for example, a queen in the case of a raven, might be able to call upon people of a group, whether it be consensually or not, and summon a collective amount of power. This often happens in religious rituals, but a king who is contractually and by divine right superseding over a large group of people in a kingdom can actually call upon them for magic. There isn't many recorded instances of doing this, but if, let's say, somebody was a king and wanted to do a arcane ritual, they might be able to use that right to summon a lot more power from multiple people rather than just themselves.
So we're
and also,
fucked.
That you notice and ponder in relation to the Raven Queen. Did anyone? And then what did you roll, Tennis?
I rolled a 25.
25. Okay, so you get a similar info in regards to that. What is the subject that you would like to focus on?
Oh, I'd like to look at the Eldritch, if that's possible.
The elder what?
The Eldritch.
Oh, your buddy?
Yes!
Okay. You delve into the history of the Astral Carapace. The Astral Carapace has no recorded entry point within the society. So in other words, it wasn't there, and then it was there. You also tend to notice that of the knowledge available in the library, there does not seem to be anything mentioned the source of it. There's people who found it, there's people who maintained it, but there was never anybody who actually was able to name who did it. it was as though the name was erased from history, from the world, and is illegible. Which makes sense considering your book also does not allow you to do anything, to not be, you literally cannot read certain parts of text. However, you're starting to notice words are revealed as you begin to trace along the different text over in the section. You are able to find something that brings up how previously an arcanist, unnamed, gathered the most powerful wizards from different dimensions and attempted to ascend into godhood. However, that pure power, was uncontrollable, with the arcanist slowly becoming petrified and transformed into the creature, hence the remaining shell. However, the legend also says the arcanist transformed into dust. I might have already told you already, but this is just a reiteration. However, you ponder the likelihood that that arcanist probably is your friend and probably exists in that other dimension rather than dissolving into dust, was instead going elsewhere. Now, maybe they ascended to godhood, but also the inability to control that power made them become something closer to an eldritch entity. Something very powerful, but probably not a deity, considering you don't know their name and they're hidden. It also could be something that someone wanted to block out to make unknown. That's what you get with the 25.
Thank you. That's a lot.
Okay. And then, I'm assuming Urashi isn't reading? Oh.
What are books?
Okay, will do. With that, Vorbor, how do you think you wake up?
In a state of panic.
Okay. You... Yeah.
So you guys are all just kind of, you're all just kind of dozing, right? Like, I'm kind of the first one to wake up, I'm guessing.
You're probably the first one to wake up. So, like, Normov and everyone's probably sleeping. Tunis is staring blankly in the distance.
Standing perfectly still.
Yeah, and Tunis is standing perfectly still, kind of insane.
I get up, and I run over to Tunis and Alex, and I say, guys, he's at the Leviathos Federation capital.
Shit.
Like right now?
He's at the capital. He just was flying over the capital.
Oh, fuck!
Alex is like stuttering.
I don't know what's...
We're doomed.
I kick Normov awake. Or Alex kicks Normov awake.
Normov?
Normov.
Epis is at the
How do we
he's
know?
at the Leviathos Federation capital.
What did you have a vision? How do you know?
Yeah, vision.
Are you
saw
sure it's not from
him-
the picture?
I saw him as a young child learning magic during the Resurgence, I think?
The era
And-
of recovery.
Era of recovery, yada yada, whatever. In the past. And then, for the first time ever, I saw then a vision of Epis as he was standing in front of us like a week ago. Clear as day, flying over on a magic carpet over the
Oh,
the
he was
capital
just
city
flying.
of Leviathos Federation. Oh, just flying? Oh, that's even worse.
He was
Okay.
just flying. Oh, he was definitely not using a magic carpet. He was just flying.
Well, I think that's bad. So I don't know what to do.
2 options right here. 2. I think. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe there's more. There's probably more than 2. I can think of 2 right now.
Hmm.
Do you want to explain them?
I don't know if I want to share them. They might be good just to keep for me.
Honest.
Well,
We can go
try
right
that?
there, right now, and die. Probably. That's one of the options.
do
Can
we
we
do we want do we want to go there?
I don't know.
I don't think we do.
I mean, we can.
Would we win? No.
Can we check the
Will we-
town before we go? Like, scry it or something?
That's a good
I don't
idea.
think
I
I
like that
can
idea.
scry across dimensions, but let me read my
We
book
can-
real quick to see if I can.
I'll answer. We can't scry in this dimension. We would have to go back to the material plane, which we can do.
Maybe could we?
Unfortunately, we also kind of, or no, this is my problem. Never mind. I'll fix this one.
Wait, what's the problem?
Well, remember how we threw the astral carapace into the astral sea? And I say we, and I mean me. I did it. I wasn't thinking. It's on me. Well, it's if we don't
Wait.
bring it back, everybody's gonna die here.
Do you remember where you put it?
Funny question or answer to that question is most likely yes, but maybe no.
If so, we can transport it back very quickly.
Yeah.
Well,
However,
that's the thing is
we're
I could
gonna have to
finish
take a
this there
short
right now,
rest.
but then I'm gonna need to sleep for 7 hours.
Okay. Can't. Okay, Vorbo, we're gonna have to make a decision.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Actually, wait. Tanis, could you show me where? Could you send me there?
I would.
I don't like
Send-
that idea.
It would be using my plane shift spell though, so we wouldn't be able to get to the mortal plane.
Isn't that portal
I
still open?
I can take us back, but you just send me there.
Wait, isn't that portal to the island that Sanctum was on still open?
Yeah, no, there is a portal that Tanis was sent through as well.
Oh, if we walk through that portal, we could scry the town actually.
Yeah. Maybe we do that, because that seems...
That sounds like a
Alex-
good idea to do that before
That's actually
we
a really
start
good idea.
throwing
Wow,
people
yeah.
across planes.
Alex looks and says, I will also say I do have both the teleport spell, the wish spell, and
You have wish? Oh fuck, that's right. We're level 20, aren't we? Or 19.
Yeah, but the wish spell. However, I don't really know how effective it would be to stop all of what's happening here, but I could use it
Well,
just
you
to
also-
teleport us to a different dimension. I could do that.
That sounds like a massive fucking waste. I'm just
Yeah.
throwing that
Yeah.
out there.
No. I wish. Okay, so one of the foundational things is wish can duplicate any spell without any consequence.
Oh. So
You
like, then
don't
he would
need to
just get
meet
it
any
back.
requirements, and we don't. I'll read it. The basic use of the spell is to duplicate any other spell or lower. You don't need to meet any requirements in that spell, including costly components. Spell simply takes effect.
Hold
I'm
on,
just
I
thinking
hate
it's
the
a
fact
waste
there
because-
isn't even a saving throw.
No, you still have to make a saving throw, but the spell
thank God.
happens. So, no, otherwise you'd all be dead. So you can do something beyond the replicating a spell. That might be risky. But Alex looks over and goes, I can cast the spell. It's very strong. But what I meant is I could just take the astral carapace back. We can also address it late. I mean, it doesn't. City. Tanis, we did just get back. We probably should fix your family. In the meantime,
Yeah.
do you think we could research? Could we plan? What could we do?
Maybe we need to
We
try
don't
to
try that
separate the
town.
wizards from him?
Well, so we know Dispel works for the wizard.
Yeah.
So we could look to see what's going on with the wizard's attachment B
Yeah.
while Tunis recovers, since we can get the Astral Carapace back. And while that's happening, maybe Tunis, I don't know, can see his buddy. Tunis, didn't you send it to your buddy?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I did absolutely do that.
Interesting. Could you ask him to send it back?
Great question that I don't know the answer to. Also, if I try, there's a 50% chance I go insane. More insane.
I mean,
I can help. with
How-
that.
I was going to
You can
ask
help
also.
me make more. How you? Okay.
Okay, let's make a quick decision then. Do we want to go to the Leviathos Federation to stop whatever Epis is doing? Yes or no?
Well, we could just stick our head out of the portal real quick, cast a scrying spell to see if that's actually a problem or if it's just a future problem.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do we think the island is trapped now?
That's a good question, actually.
Mm.
Do we land directly on the island, or are we in water first?
there was the other portal, also that Tunis originally took
Oh, when
Oh.
you
When
got
you were-
banished.
when you were banished.
I don't want
Uh,
to go do that one again.
That one
This-
has a
I
chance
didn't
of
like it
getting
last
built,
time.
doesn't it? Because it's in the garden.
Yeah.
It's got a
Um,
bit of a negative connotation to it. You know,
Well,
that's the portal
Also
you
their
go in
time.
when you get banished portal.
I mean, the island could be. I wouldn't know. We
How long would
left
it take?
before. We've been gone for at least a day.
How long would it take to scry? Like, could you be
Oh,
in and
this
out
the
immediately?
spell. Scry
It
I
would
think
take me
takes a
10
few
minutes
minutes to
of
cast.
sticking my head out of the window. And reading my book. And gazing ponderously into this orb.
I also say the longer that we talk about it, the less time we have to address it.
Yeah. I think we just gotta.
Yeah.
I think we gotta figure out what's going on mainland. Figure out like if it's
Take me
an
out of this
immediate
hellscape.
problem.
As Arashi drools, looking out the window. Right. Well, you could always send the Astral Carapace back using a spell with me times, or
Just
Astro
ask
Deity.
tonight.
Okay,
And
we'll
if
ask
I
tonight.
am told no, then I don't have to deal with the immediate repercussions.
Then maybe let's go now. So, Tunis, can you?
A justified
Transport us?
excuse to run away from my responsibilities. I love it. Thank you.
Okay, everyone, hold hands. You all, kumbaya, hold hands. Malnock comes upstairs. All right, everyone, breakfast is ready. Oh shit! You teleport away.
Ah, right. We forgot about other people.
Teleport away as Malnock goes. Please bring back our Carapace. Where do you go, Tunis?
Excellent question. Where would I have gone?
Where would you have gone?
Have I even seen the throne room? I don't think I have.
Wait,
I
oh, so
haven't seen the city.
so we are
I've never
going.
seen the city.
You've been in this city. You
Yeah,
had
you
a
were
whole
here.
arc in there. Yeah,
I've
you
been
wa-
there.
that was when Elvandra killed the king. Yeah, Tunis was there.
Oh, thank God,
Oh.
sir. I got it mixed up with the
Also,
comments.
I completely forgot that Jay and Jay's mom were with you guys.
Oh fuck.
I
So
thought they
Jay
stayed
and
on the mainland, to be honest, but then I realized it
Jay
was
and
Jack,
Jay's
so-
mom are now with you.
I feel like it's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll just give a heads up. There's enough people for that to work. Okay.
So
Yeah.
tell us, where are you teleporting us?
So are you going to the throne room? Are you going straight there? Or are you gonna go somewhere that you won't get attacked?
Wow, we really didn't plan this at all.
I thought we
thought
were
we
gonna go somewhere we
I've
weren't gonna be
already
attacked.
cast the spell.
Do you want to go
Yeah,
visit
London.
like?
What wasn't the imminent problem though? Epis being above Draconic Signal.
No,
Yeah,
not,
you
it's,
guys wanted
no,
to
not
scry.
Draconic Signal. It's the
Leviathan
Leviathan.
Federation.
God, fucking
For
Christ.
ref-
King got soul stolen.
Yeah.
We're on the roof of that palace then, because we gotta look up.
Okay,
Oh,
so you
no.
are there. Is this I'm gonna ask one last time. Is that where you're going?
He cast a spell.
I don't like how you asked it a second time.
I need to know. I need to know. Is
Thomas
this
is a
where you're
coward.
going? Because this changes a lot of the session.
How did we get here?
It's up to you.
Yeah, Tunis,
I
you
think Thomas
cast.
just stopped casting the spell halfway through and just realized, like, hold on! We need to actually have a plan. I'm sorry, I got ahead of this.
Maybe outside of the
jumped
city?
the gun a
What if we
little
go
bit.
outside of the city?
I thought we were gonna go to the island and describe it.
Well, we said the island was bad because could be trapped. And then
It's
also
better-
we're very isolated.
But it's better than walking.
Don't
straight
worry,
into-
Malnock, I'll get your shell back to you one way or another.
Right.
I
was.
think-
You guys were hued in magical light, and I have breakfast for you. It's a lot of different like sea crustaceans.
Too bad! We don't have time for breakfast.
Outside of the
We
city,
need to
outside of
plan
the
this
city. We go
really
outside of the
quickly.
city so that we're available if we need to be there.
Wait, I can. Bobo, I can teleport us into the throne room. Let's go somewhere where we're not going to be attacked.
Oh, okay. Then,
teleported that
Draconis
far.
Signal.
Yes, it's teleport. It's a spell that just takes me anywhere in the material plane. Let's go. Let's go. Where,
Draconis
Tunis, where are we
Signal.
gonna go? Dracona Signal. Okay, Tunis, take us to
Okay.
Dracona
Yeah.
Signal.
Oh wait, he's never
I'm
been there
down
before.
in the Dracona Signal!
no!
Okay, so is that where we're going?
But he's never been there. Can he go there?
I
Yeah,
can't.
you can try. You can specify a target destination, and you appear in or near that destination.
That one done. Dracona
Okay.
Signal.
Wait, don't they hate us there though?
No.
As you teleport into Dracona Signal,
They hit us everywhere we go.
you travel. You're going to the capital, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
Gonna go
roll
see
a
Papa.
d20. And there's a certain chance you'll just land in your father's bed.
We end up in the prison.
Oh no.
That's
where
a
we
2.
belong.
Okay.
What did you just roll?
I rolled the dice to see what was gonna happen. I was pulling up Final Fantasy like evil music for in case you went to the throne room, so I was like thinking about that. In case you just went straight there. Okay. So as you travel to Dracona Signal, you warp into an obsidian room, refined floors, columns rising up nearly 30 feet tall, mausoleum-esque halls, fine paned glass, and lining down a throne room. At the seat, your father, the King Zertax of Dracona Signal, sitting there speaking to one of his advisors as he spills his wine glass in the capital Irnalta in Castle Scalekeep. Wobble!
Hi, hello. Sorry to pop in like this. We needed to go somewhere safe for a minute.
I'm going to
Yes.
start casting Scry. Oh, wait. Can I scry a location? I think it might have to be a person. Hold on.
You can do a location. Scry. Also, you technically
have
know
to
the
have seen
person
it
you could.
before. Oh, nice. It does work. I would like to cast Scry, but it's going to take 10 minutes. It'll be a while. Sorry for
Yeah,
interrupting.
where are you picking to be exact?
Where Epis was flying over top of the city that I'm going to remember the name of in 3, 2, Leviathos Federation. Nope.
That is the name of the. That's fine. That's not the capital, but it's fine.
I tried. I'm really sorry.
Oh, you're fine. To be honest, dude, it's been a while. I forgot the name of this fucking capital. I'm literally like, shit, dude. What was I name? What did I name this city? All I have is like a list of all the people there. Anyways. Yeah, there's the Nishwaston Chateau, so it's probably something. Anyways, as you are in the throne room casting Scry over on that location. It takes 10 minutes. In the meantime, your father approaches you, Vorbor. Whoa, last I checked, you were on a boat going over to an island. What's happening?
The boat people are
Epis-
probably dead.
Yeah, those people are probably dead, unfortunately.
What? I'm sorry, wait, the captain is dead?
The wizard that we were trying to prevent from coming back came back. When we weren't able to stop him from coming back. I may or may not have, depending on how you think of resurrection stuff with spells, may have died. Came back, obviously. But the issue at hand is that I had a vision of him flying over the capital of the Leviathan's Federation, which is the place that he took the soul of the king. And so now we are just... We're trying to see what's going on.
Oh. Your father looks terrible. As he goes and turns to his advisor and says, gather the council. I will need to speak to them immediately. We just have news.
Wait.
Everything.
Before, is River here?
No, I haven't seen River since he left for a meeting with you all.
Okay, that's...
Don't trust any wizards anytime soon.
Don't trust any of them.
Do you have a picture of all the wizards? Or a drawing?
Silent
I'm
image.
sorry. Okay.
Don't trust any of these wizards.
Right. Could you hold up the image for... wait, you're scrying right now. What are you doing? You can't be...
Oh, fuck! I just lost all my progress on my scrying spell! God damn it!
You go back to your scrying spell, starting the 10 minutes over again. Right. So he looks at your images. He says, "Right. I'll make a note. Could you give me their names as well? You give them their. I'm not gonna make you remember them." He makes note and says, "I will let them know immediately." Okay, Borbor.
Yes.
What's happened, correct?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. We were in the water plane. We fought the Kraken.
What? Your father just keeps getting befuddled by the events of his bastard son.
This has all happened in this course of like a week, by the way. Like, we went to the island, we did the whole island thing, and then we went and we fought a Kraken. And I died in the middle of that.
You've had the most insane fucking, month. Truly, the most insane month. You had saved your father from... Found out you had your father being the king of an entire kingdom. You saved that. You went in, fought over at an entirely different kingdom that was then attacked by a bunch of dragons, which you still haven't figured out what the fuck was up with that. And then you went, fought an ancient wizard, lost, went over to a different plane, fought the most ancient sea creature ever to exist, came back, and now
I don't even consider it a win. We survived.
Yeah.
You did pretty good. The Kraken was fucked up. But yeah, so that's where you're at. So as your father takes this in, he says, "Well, we need to defend the nation. What we do? Do you know what is this staff doing?"
We think that the wizard's trying to ascend to godhood.
Ascend?
Similar to what happened at Ravencrest.
Oh, Bahamut.
No, the Raven Queen. You're on the wrong god.
Not what I was referring to.
You focus on your spell.
That's why I said it was funny.
Guard, could you poke him? Okay, for real, time is of the essence. Right. Well, don't worry. I had another mage currently getting the scry on as well, considering he kept fucking...
He's very difficult to actually make him sit still for 10 minutes.
That's surprising. I heard stood still at night one of the nights he was with you all. Um,
How would he know that? He wouldn't
actually,
know that.
he wouldn't know that. You're right. Retracting that statement. Every NPC obviously knows everything. No.
Yep.
Okay. King Zertax would goes to you. My son, I don't have exactly enough resources to be able to stop tap at the Leviathan Federation, but I can offer you aid here. Is there anything I can do?
I don't know what that is.
Shit like that, Blank.
Hmm?
Don't even say shit like that.
I don't even know what that is. But okay, I think honestly right now is we just need a lot of support. We need to figure out what is going on, what's he planning, when is he going to do it, and how is he going to do it, so that we can at least get there and attempt to stop it.
I will. So, River was my mage speak to Kane method, but I could see if perhaps anybody at the Church of Bahamut, perhaps of the religious.
Is River's Tower still there?
Yes.
Can we find the spell that trapped him? That trapped Miss in there?
Maybe.
So
I mean, we know
I wouldn't
some
stop
of
you.
it.
Would you want to? I mean, so as Daniel, you can.
I mean, okay, so here's the question. Do we think that he wrote it down?
100% he wrote it down.
But then why did he not consult his book when after he got his memory changed?
Have you... He was so cocky.
That's fair.
It is possible. It's also possible that he didn't write it, or that it was not writable. It's up to you.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea.
Maybe me and Alex go while you guys figure out what's happening.
I mean, I have, if I remember right, I have really good investigation. I have a +8 to investigation.
So I think
I
that
have more than
Vorvor
that.
should definitely not go.
Or
I
Ross
think
11.
No reason that Vorvor should go. What would he do?
I think that I delegate Alex to help with the mages and the kings, because that's something that he's gonna know a lot more about, like spells and whatnot that he can help with. And me and Blank go, and Arashi, we all three of us go and we search.
Okay, yeah.
And then Tunis, you continue to scry.
We can probably steal
Okay.
some weapons too.
Okay.
Okay, around this time, Tunis, you finally finish your scry spell.
No, I heard mages are doing this shit now. I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh, okay. So the
They
court
waste
mage.
their own spell slots. I only got 4.
Great. I don't get to describe anything to you then. You don't get cool imagery. You lost out. So one of the court mages runs up with a crystal ball and goes, currently the capital's ablaze. There are meteors flying into the forces of the Empire.
We're fucked.
The various churches are being ripped asunder.
Wait, how many attacks?
Every priest are being flayed. What?
Are there central regions of attack? Like are there epicenters, basically?
Focusing mostly on the church buildings in the city.
He's trying to destroy the other gods' holy spots.
Maybe he's trying to claim a domain. I bet you need, like, a spot up in the godly tree or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing too.
I mean,
I
if
just
anyone
really
wants-
kind of weaken the positions of other gods so that the fucking,
Is it-
I don't know.
game or is it the wizards?
Make a religion check, anyone. I'll say from what Tunis said with advantage.
Wait, do we all or just one person?
Everyone gets. What
Okay.
Tunis said, you hear in rings of like seems to make sense.
I don't like that it makes sense.
I rolled an 18
18 total.
total. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I rolled a 26.
Okay.
Oh,
Tunis,
I have
you
plus
think
8
about what
religion. All
you
my useful
think about
stats becoming a clutch.
what you said. I'm gonna
can I
make sure
add
you
a
can
plus
use
5
some of
to that?
those if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a plus 5.
Okay. You and Normov think about it for a second. Why would Epis emphasize attacking churches, especially of the Leviathus Federation, one of the primary kingdoms that predominantly rules over a majority of the kingdom of the continent of Exordia? It is likely that he is trying to eliminate the worship of other gods. Now, you would know with your insanely good religion check that gods divine their power when people do things in relation to their domain. So, in other words, if you're the god of war and someone does war, you get more power. And that's because the more people believe and act and do and put energy towards that domain of belief, the more powerful the representation of that thing becomes. Now, if you destroy those mediums of belief, including churches, which is the most direct form of worship, then those gods dwindle in power.
So I got real bad news, everyone.
Additionally, if you want to kill a god, you end all their worshippers or end all worship of them.
So everybody's got to pick a god now, and we all gotta start worshiping really fucking hard because we gotta keep at least 5 of these guys around.
Well, we have the 2 churches here, don't we?
We have churches here. We have churches.
There's the
There
Hobbit
is-
and the one that tried to overthrow the king.
Oh, perfect. Let's just get that one on our side real quick. They like us.
Okay,
but like if we
to be-
show them the town or the
to
capital,
be
of
fair
the-
with you, I do need to double back really quick. We don't want to be trashing on all these gods. There's some of them are fine, okay? Listen, specifically the issue with that one had to do with the fact that they definitely were trying to take over and end the other religion. That was that was their problem.
Yeah, they should be fine now, right?
That was part of the priests that had taken over the church, specifically when
we
you had
killed them.
taken care of them. You kind of did. You literally, the Church of Arathis is doing better now.
Yeah, this is
You see King Zyrtax approaches and goes, yes, I've actually taken extra steps to ensure that the Church of Arathis has safely been reestablished within the city.
he's probably coming here soon.
We need that spell. We need that spell now.
Yeah,
Oh,
we could also visit Alundi's tower, technically.
I don't think that's gonna do us any good. River
He
was the
might
one that
have-
River was the one that like made up all the spell stuff this time.
True.
River was the one who had constructed the spell because he was the master of divination, so he was the one who was best able to record it.
Okay.
I think we
anyways,
go look
we have
for
to
it.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, we
Um,
can always steal some of River's items.
Hopefully.
Okay, so you guys are going to
let's
River's
just talk
tower.
about flagrantly stealing from the kingdom whilst in front of its monarch. I like how brash we've become.
Oh yeah,
I,
steal is the same as borrowing in this version.
I mean,
We save River and then we give them back.
Yeah.
But in order to save the wizard, we need the wizard's things.
right.
Plus, you're the prince. He's not gonna have you thrown in jail.
I'm just gonna let you do that.
It might just be best for us to pretend you just never heard that. Yeah.
Okay, kiddo, have fun.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go. And we're
Yeah.
moving.
Okay. Let me quickly. I'm like scrolling through my notes to make sure I have all the details of this tower.
Oh fuck! Right.
Most of
This-
the
No,
defenses
you're
should
good.
be gone because of
No,
this
you're
tower.
good.
I know.
These are session notes from like a year ago, so I'm like
Yeah.
finding them.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's fair.
Okay.
I think Thomas has true sight out to 30 feet. Let me just check how the invocation works. Just
Okay.
in case it's relevant inside of a wizard's tower.
Also, random thing, but because of laundering, aren't all the traps still gone?
You don't know.
Fair.
It. So-
What other churches do we know of? Guys.
Ah, never mind. Witch Swipe doesn't work at all.
I can just send you a list of the gods if you want to know them. Like,
That'd be nice, yeah. Actually.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
here's a quick list.
we should probably protect the one for magic, considering he's going to that.
How do we protect a god?
The Raven Queen could also be.
We start praying really hard about magic. How do we pray about magic? I don't think I can pray to a god, actually. I'm probably kind of useless here. I've got my own. I'm kind of like locked in on this.
Is your friend a god? No. Yes.
They're the embodiment of the entire astral plane, to my knowledge.
So
so-
yeah.
Somewhere up there.
Should we go check on him?
I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll probably be fine. There's still a bracket in the astral plane. I forgot. I can.
You
scry
got
it,
a
but yeah,
friend,
go to
maybe?
the show back anyways. It's okay. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Cool. Okay. I think I found all the notes that I can get a hold of for this room. Okay. You all find yourself going back to River's Tower. You whisper the secret password that nobody must know. Honey Bunches. The door opens magically. You step inside, you move through the different halls. Where are you looking to?
There was that study where you explained all the planes, right?
Yeah. I want to go back to like where he was, like, kind of captured by Alvandra.
Okay, so that was his room.
I'm gonna check his room. You check his study.
Yeah.
Okay. You go into River's study, a well-adorned, finely crusted area. You recall it. I would like you to make me. What are you trying to look for?
The spell.
Can I do a history check before?
Sure. Make a history
of-
check.
I want to try and remember what the spell looked like that he used.
Yeah, the runes and so on. Yeah.
I should probably make one too, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will ask, are you looking for the spell that brought him back or that locked him away? Like the
I'm
sealing
looking for the
spell?
one that locked him away, but if
The
I
locked
know
him
the
away,
one that
okay.
freed him, it'll probably get some clues onto the one that locked him away.
Okay.
Yeah. I rolled a 16.
Okay.
so
What are you looking for?
I was doing a history check as well, since I'm in a separate room.
Okay.
I felt like that was probably fair.
No, that's very fair.
I got an 11.
Okay, an 11 total.
Yes.
Okay. Alex is gonna give you the help action.
Okay. What do I?
You can-
Oh, I roll one more time, don't I?
You
I
roll
gotta
one
be
more
useful
time.
for something.
Oh yeah, Tunis, you want to be with me? You want to give me the help action so I get a...
I got the same number.
Sorry, I only cast
Okay.
silence, and I only
Okay.
have one action.
Oh,
What
you,
do
oh,
you-
you cast
okay.
guidance on a...
I'm
Oh, yeah.
Normov.
Oh yeah,
hold
we have guidance on
D4.
Normov. D4 Normov.
Okay.
I'm guiding you into a better spot to look.
Hopefully it's gonna be a 4, because we need a 15 probably. Oh, it's a 15 total!
I'll add a +5 to that, so it's a 20 total.
Okay.
Okay.
And so just to be sure, you're looking for the spell and all the stuff about it.
Yeah.
Normov.
Wait.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm looking for his
Um,
diary.
With a 20, you find a shoddy, unkept book buried in the back that has a very intricate arcane lock attached to it. Just looking at it, you're uncertain how dangerous it is. You could try and dispel it, if you would like to.
Hey, Normov, what do you think the chances are that we fight Epis today?
Hi.
Kind of high.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Well, if they're high, then I don't want to blow this on this. But there's a good chance I can get us through this lock.
I think you should do it.
But I'm gonna be down, like, my major trump card if we do this, though.
We can rest right
Alex
after this.
Alex
Well, me and
moves
Alex
and
will serve.
asks Tunis, is it going to be a dispel magic?
It's going to be a dispel magic that can't fail.
How can it not fail?
Well, because you know how I love to talk so much. There's also a spell for talking a lot that makes you a lot better. That makes it so that when you talk a bunch, I don't know how to describe this in game, but you only roll 15s. You can only roll 15s.
I'm just gonna throw out a level. What level should I do?
Oh yes, I'm Alex. I'm the wizard. I can upcast. Oh,
I'm just gonna cast a
launch your power
level.
for me, mighty Archmage.
What level is your Hannes, what level were you going to cast it at?
Well, I was going to be casting it at the only level that I can cast at, which is 5th level, but it would be countering spells, or not countering, because this isn't counterspell, it's dispel. So it would be dispelling spells up to a 10th level spell.
That's great. I'm gonna do a 6th level, and then so let's see. Does that work? Let me. So wait, why 10th level? Hold on. What is your logic there?
Because what Livinus does is it makes it so any charisma check is a 15, and because I'm a warlock, the dispel magic roll is a charisma check, so I have to roll a 15 on it. And the rules for it's 10 plus the level of the spell. And
It's a
lowest I can roll
spellcasting
is
ability check. It's not a charisma check.
But because my spellcasting ability is charisma.
Oh, I see. It's
It's a
charisma based.
warlock.
You're like, I will automatically succeed. Well, Alex is still gonna roll. So the thing is that Alex is pretty likely to be successful, however.
I would
That's
imagine
a
so.
nat 20, so the lock.
And at point nine, the mighty Archmage shows their prowess once again. I lie here at the precipice of defeat, shamed by my actions.
He casts silence around Tunis. Okay, so the book is unlocked. Normov.
I continue to express despair, but through interpretive dance.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I read it and see if I can find the page.
Okay.
Or the pages I need.
Make me a straight intelligence check.
Okay.
Alex will give you the help action. Wait, do I have guidance? Hold on. You have guidance.
Doesn't guidance last for a while?
I
It
cast
lasts
guidance.
Have it.
It lasts for a minute. Okay, you get guidance. Okay, so you have guidance too.
Okay. 14 plus 5 plus.
$19 currently.
Yes. 19.
22.
Should I add the plus 5 again?
Up to you.
Do we think we're gonna fight him today? Because I can't.
I think that there's a chance we do. I don't know if we're fighting him in this session necessarily, but I think that we're fighting him
I
in like this
am
day.
going to heavily remind you that in order to perform the ritual, it took all of the wizards. It took 8 wizards.
Correct. And if we dispel magic all 8 wizards and keep them alive for as long as they need, then they can send it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna add a plus 5. So it's
Add a
26.
plus. 26. Okay. So you... No, I think it's 27.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the
Yeah, it's
DC was
27.
25. Normav. You look into and find the details of the ritual according to River's old note. It is a extremely complicated spell. It is a manipulated version of a 9th level spell. Let me find the name of it so I make sure I have it correct. It is a combination, essentially, of imprisonment and demiplane, in which a person is transported to another dimension and bound there. The plane happens to be so far from the other... It was a custom-made demi-plane that was so distant from the other pathways of the multiplanar existence, like literally every other dimension, that it is... Once you are there, it is almost impossible to get back unless you pull the veil. Now, that's what Epis did in order to be able to get back, was adjust the ritual. Essentially, it transformed as a rescinding key that sends you there and then pulls the veil back. Kind of like, you know how an ocean recedes and goes back and forth? It turns the veil, the interplanar fabric that you can use to travel between, it uses that as a medium to breathe in to take you there, and then to move back to leave you there. Epis turned essentially the ritual from transporting or locking someone, which essentially receding the planar fabric to make sure that he couldn't reach it, which was the fear of the others, to sending it, to receding. Does that make sense?
Yes.
In regards to Epis's spell binding the other people, the members of the Sanctum of the Eight Realms, you find another book. That book indicates to you that the spell that's binding them is custom to Epis, based on the runes that he carved into each of the members of the Eight Realms, allowing him to have partial control over them, which was partially communicated to you by each of the members.
Mm-hmm. Is there any notes on the runes on there?
There is extensive notes on rivers. Rivers tend to River basically denotes how he was not able to dispel it. The only person that might have been able to was the wizard that betrayed you all.
Okay.
since they were the abjuration master. The effects of the rune essentially allow it for Epis to have a semblance of control and manipulation over the body, mind, and maybe soul of each of the members. The runes were carved into them using diamond dust. Essentially like extensive tattoos. They are extremely powerful. However, you can dispel probably the effect. If it would require obviously a successful roll to dispel it, and Epis could try and reform the connection.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That doesn't play to our strengths at all.
Nope.
I don't think we can dispel them.
I can help full wizards max. And that's if I roll it.
I can try and get all of them, but not in the same time.
If we can find them.
If I'm close
Any of
enough to him, I can... Every time he tries to do that, I can hit him.
To reform the connection?
Yeah, anytime he tries to reform a connection, if he's within 5 feet of me, I can hit him.
If it's a spell, yes. It's... I don't even know if it's a spell anymore. But... we can certainly try. Okay, so we know what the ritual was.
Mm-hmm.
Additional components also for you, Normab, as you're reading about the ritual. The ritual does in fact require each members of the 8 realms, specifically a master of each of the different realms of arcane. Additionally,
Okay.
all of them need to know what the ritual is and what they're, which is pulling on the extraplanar fabric.
Can I? Stupid question for the group.
Mm-hmm.
Should we just message the instructions into all the wizards, if possible? Despite
You
them being
know just by reading it, this is too complicated to just send.
Okay.
You would need to go to these wizards, show them it, explain it, and then have them successfully roll an intelligence check equivalent to yours to be able to do this over several days. Even you just reading it probably couldn't cast the spell. You would need to study it.
Okay.
I could try showing up in wizards' dreams and explaining it to them if you want. But only one at a time. And that would be pretty fucking weird, to be honest.
Yeah. Plus, they might not even be able to dream right now.
That's a harrowing thought. Thank you.
What if they're just constantly being exhausted right now? Like, what if they're
I
just
mean,
What if they've already been exhausted?
Are we sure that the capital is the only place he's attacking? Because that seems...
currently that was where they
My
found
guy,
him.
we aren't even sure if we're safe here.
Well, we're definitely not.
Do we want to see... Okay, so options are we could try and fight him, dispel the wizard. We could try and figure out enough wizards to seal him again. We could try and figure out what's happening with this ritual to turn him into a god, to stop that.
Do you still... know...
Yeah, hold on. Why don't we just pull the same fucking trick on him and mess with his grand ritual, huh? See how he likes it. We just go in there all sneaky like. We put some salt where some fucking chalk lines should have been. He never notices because why would there be salt here? And then bam! Suddenly you have a salty ritual and it all goes to shit.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea to mess with the ritual.
We could mess with his ritual, but we would need to know the components, where he's doing it.
And there's
how
only one
he's doing it.
place. There's only one place and one person that would know.
2.
Ravencrest.
Also friend. Right? Didn't he
Friend
also...
might Friend might know too. So, do we want to go to Friend or to Ravencrest?
I feel like we could do friend right now.
Nah, we can't do friend right now, actually, because I don't have a spell.
So,
I also
I
don't
can-
know how to teleport to where friend is.
I
Oh,
can
thought
take us
you could do
in the general
trash thing.
direction of Ravencrest.
Yeah, I would say Ravencrest is probably our best bet.
Okay.
But wait, before we go, can I make an investigation to try to find like the magical items that we didn't grab?
Yeah, can I also
Sure.
help with that?
Okay, roll me an one of you is gonna roll this investigation check.
I have an 11.
I rolled a natural 11, but I also have an 8 to investigation.
Is
so
there even going to be anything left after Arashi's been looting the place while we were breeding?
I have a 19. I don't know if she has been. Or if they
Okay,
have been.
time. I am going
Okay.
to just generate magic items because I had given you the ones that I wrote down.
Oh, did Jay get that blood cleaver axe or whatever?
Is
I think I
still
gave-
with us?
I think I gave it to him. I could be wrong. Okay, you get. Sorry, I'm like pulling up the name of these.
You're good.
I'm not just gonna give you a thing. I need to make sure I'm giving you a thing I'm comfortable with.
Fair.
Oh, come on.
Hey, Daniel.
Just give us a thing that lets us cast Wish 3 times.
So wait,
Daniel.
what was the total? Yeah.
19 is what I got total.
I can give you the help action if you wanna.
I can roll again, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a natural 8. That's a 20, 26.
God,
What were you
God
doing?
fucking damn it. Okay. Fucking sure. Sure you do. Okay, what's one of these Ioun? You got an Ioun
Daniel.
stone. Let's find it.
Ioun stone?
Daniel.
You got an Ioun stone. What's up, Arashi?
I'm gonna send you an item, and it's 99% a joke item, but also 1% not a joke item. But that's it. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you.
I'm gonna send you. Okay, so
Wait, whoa.
sorry, I'm finding what the name of this Ioun stone is.
It is 99% a joke item, but like I'm not against it.
I'm gonna go with. Okay, we're gonna do. Sorry, I'm like scrolling through to make sure that this is the right Ioun stone, that I'm not just giving you a fucking god boon.
I'm looking at
Sure.
some of them.
Well, I know, I'm reading these goddamn stones. I hate that I rolled this.
Yeah, Instone's fuck.
What are they?
Insane.
Fucking.
Stupidly powerful.
Look in general. That's just like it's the full list of every single one of them.
Sure. You get the Ioun stone reserve.
Oh yeah, I didn't read that one. Private purpose on the spellcraft over there.
Okay. I'll get you. Let's.
I think Tunis is getting that.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to find River's diary. Dude's really good at hiding this shit.
Look at what the reserve stone is in general.
Do you need to be attuned to it?
No, you can
Um,
just throw it.
You do need to be attuned to it.
Oh damn it. Oh, it does require too many.
Fortunately, I cannot fill this stone.
I cannot
Oh,
fail
yeah,
this
you
stone.
can't.
I can't put spells into the stone
can't
because I can
put
only
spells.
cast spells at 5th level.
I'm gonna give. Okay.
So it would be really good for Normov or Alex.
I think it's
No,
better
that-
for Alex.
I mean, toss a Revivify in there and it's good for anybody.
You want to make sure. Yeah, I was gonna say, but I don't think any of you know Revivify.
No, I don't.
Do I? Wait, give me a second.
It's possible. I think it's an replace spell. Maybe.
Yep, I have a Revivify. Okay. So
Okay.
maybe I should take it.
Each of you is going to get a very. Okay, so that's one item. Can actually have.
How many items can I have to?
You get a Tome of Understanding. That's another
Huh?
thing you get. You get
Oh.
a Tome of Understanding. Are you guys just raiding his house?
Yeah, that's basically.
I mean,
what's happening.
kinda, yeah.
You can't really blame us. He's not here. He's gone evil.
A giant iron golem comes down and you kill it. No. Let me read this.
He has a Tarrasque in the basement.
Sure, Evie, you get Bob.
Yay!
Okay. And then...
Oh, we should probably tell the people.
Are you gonna do the
the
GM
water
discretion thing, Daniel, or is that a no-go?
the discussion? What? Sorry.
The discretion
Um,
thing, if further down in the picture.
Let me read this. Hold on. Sorry, I should really read all the things I agree to.
You really should.
Yeah, that might be important.
I probably will do that at some occasion.
Hell yeah! Okay.
Okay, I could give you this. I don't want to give you this. No, I'm not giving you this.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
I'm not giving you the sword.
What is it?
No.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
What sword?
I'll tell you.
I wanna-
I'll tell you. Oh, you want me to tell you the sword I'm not going to give you?
Yeah.
9 lives stealer. I'm not giving it to you.
Oh no.
Just fucking kill Epis immediately.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on. If I cast a spell that's 3rd level, I put it in the rock.
And I will give you a spell guard shield, but you have to remember to tell me that you have that.
Oh,
Wait, is that what I think it is?
that's huge.
You have to be the one to remember to tell me that you have that, though. It does
Oh,
require
Mage Slayer now.
all of these require attunement. Just a heads up.
Fuck, what am I all
Okay.
tuned to?
I'm gonna leave that to you guys. You have fun with those choices.
Wait, does my armor doesn't require attunement?
I don't believe your armor requires it.
So I'm attuned.
I'm gonna
to-
regret giving you that.
What, the armor?
No, the fucking spell guard shield.
You absolutely are. That's such a strong item.
Don't worry, I'll
So-
just break it later.
I'm taking the spell guard shield.
Okay.
That's the thing that I'm taking. Anybody else if it wants it? Want something? Yeah, go for it.
I can't use a shield, so don't care about that.
I got something really fun and you guys will not know about it.
I mean, they'll find out about it.
But it's the suspense that will be very funny.
It will be the suspense.
Well, no, Waffle, would you like? Do you want to understand more, or do you want the rock of put spell inside?
Wait.
Because I figured out I could put a counter spell inside the rock, but it would just be 3rd level. But it would be another counter spell.
I
Or
can't use the
Or
problem.
fog clouds. 4 different fog clouds could be in that rock.
Oh. I guess I'm taking off the medallion. Ooh, but I don't want to take off the medallion of non-detection right now.
Up to you.
Right?
Because it's
I mean,
either
I'm
my...
having problems with.
You also can plan accordingly. You don't need to attune to it right away.
I know.
You can like save it for later. It's just up to you if you feel like you would want to have it now.
Yeah, no. For right now, I'm not attuning to it, but I mean, because I was like, what else am I attuned to? And I was like, oh my god, my Constitution necklace.
You guys hear also noise out the window.
I look out
Oh,
the
I
window.
cast Arcane Eye and I look outside.
You look outside. You see various people running outside of the Church of Bahamut and Arath. It seems priests seem to be screaming in the. They are running.
News, everybody! We're going on a
Lightning.
field trip, and I'm going to cast Scatter, and we're going to head towards the church.
Sure. You get down to the thoroughfare. You see people are moving left and right to and fro. Various priests are coming out and crying, yelling at the top of their lungs. Arathis! Lord Arathis!
I will, I take off the medallion of non-detection, and I start... How long does it take to attune to a shield?
30 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna start that process.
I'm
You
also
start
gonna
that-
do the same thing.
Let me double check. Hold on, does attunement require focus? Because you're not really focused right now. Yeah, you gotta focus on only that item.
Oh, fuck. Well, still got the non-detection, baby.
You see one of the priests clambers over, grabs your shoulders and shakes you and goes, "They're coming!"
Don't you
The
live in our
entire-
basement?
What?
Nothing. Well, okay, we gotta go. We gotta go.
The church over the lands, our Lord sends a message. Someone is coming to end all gods, to end it all.
Oh! Oh, we already knew about this. I didn't
Yeah,
have to
we-
waste that spell. Fuck.
What?
Time to, we're trying. We've been preparing for this to try to stop this. So now we're gonna go try to stop this.
What? It's the befuddled priest.
And
As you
so-
walk past,
We're-
Alex
we're not
goes.
walking through.
Alex, it goes. Are we going to Raven Crest?
I don't think we have time.
The one of the priests says, "Leviathos Federation has fallen. The Leviathos Federation has fallen. Our Lord has said so. Bahamut declares."
Yep, and we know already.
All right, we should go. We should go talk to the king right now. Right.
Okay.
Now. And
You run up over. The king has a variety of different dragonborns surrounding him as he's speaking to them. As you burst into the throne room, and he goes, "Vorbor, I was just speaking to my council. We heard news. The Leviathos Federation capital has fallen."
Yep. That's what we expected. All right. So now So are they here? Are they coming here?
No, my various mages from the academy are tracking them currently.
Where are they?
Epis seems to be making moves along the route up towards the constellations of convergence.
Oh fuck, we
He's-
gotta get to Ravencrest.
Yeah.
We gotta get to Ravencrest. We gotta get to Ravencrest right now. Okay, dude.
Maybe
oh.
it's one location.
Great catching up with you. We gotta go.
Oh,
Okay,
we need to send a message to the water plane
that's
about
great.
their churches.
Alex casts teleport on everybody together. Let's see. So, is Jay and Jay's mom coming?
I don't think so. I think Jay wants to go home.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jay and
protect
Jay's
Dad.
mom. I feel
Operation
really
Protect Dad has been engaged.
I feel really bad that we cannot give Jay a proper goodbye.
Fuck.
But we'll say, as Alex goes, Jay, thank you again for all that you've done.
Happy to help. Absolutely happy to help. However, unfortunately, when it comes between dying to a wizard and not dying to a wizard, I'm unfortunately going to pick not dying to a wizard. I'm very sorry. I only just got my whole family back. I'm not quite ready to have this go away again.
We could never ask you to risk that. Totally understandable.
The mages run about also, and they start saying, start speaking to the king. You can overhear them saying, "He's currently attacking churches along the way.
Okay.
He's collected a bunch of wizards from the academies who seem to be following him."
God
We gotta
damn
go
it,
now.
he's got wizard mind control. Oh shit, Alex, we gotta get you some tinfoil!
Let's teleport now.
Okay, you weave your hand. Alex weaves his hands together, and you zoom over to Raven. For those who would like different music,
Uh-oh. Dark and mysterious.
as you teleport, I actually need really quick to check teleport 5e. Okay, so Alex hasn't been there, but he knows a bit. Cool.
He's at least
We're
been
gonna-
to the base.
Yeah, we're gonna do a person. That's not great. Okay. You all land in the front of Raven. Dark, obsidian colored wall rise up for you. Mist plumes out from the air. 5 rising towers spread out before you. An intricate tower over to the left and right seem partially destroyed, partially worn. No moss grows along these areas, no vine. As the natural growth, the grass reaches towards it, it blooms into this dark colorization. Not dead, not, but dark. Looming forward, you see a spread of fine stone, still just as well crafted as the day, lying forward. You see rising towards the center a grand ziggurat that seems to elevate with a looming staircase that builds up. Over to your left and right, near the back, you see more intricately constructed towers that rise, spin, and spur. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna make an
I'm gonna cast
investigation check.
Arcane Eye again and use it as a scout.
Okay.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Tunis is doing what?
I'm using a spell to look at things in front of us.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm rolling an investigation or a
Make a perception check.
or perception.
No, for Tunis. You're still good, Vorbor.
Oh, okay,
If you
cool.
wanna
Because I
make your
rolled a
best-
natural 19 with my +8, so 27.
Okay. Get to you in a second.
I
Jesus
got
fucking Christ.
29.
Fuck off. Okay.
God, that was such a good roll. I didn't
I
believe it
rolled
at first.
a 10. Oh,
Okay. That's great. Tunis, it's really misty. Okay. Vorbor.
Damn, there's a lot of mist around
You're doing a what check, Vorbor?
Investigation to the area to see if there's any place of power. There like a strong point, like a stronghold that would make
There
sense that
are-
there's hold points.
Several points of power in this city. Most distinctly that comes to you is the center of or sorry, not the center, but the very back. From where you're standing, if you were to weave through the city and find the very end, that's where the rising ziggurat is. It appears to be a grand structure that was constructed for a ritual. It rises up. You can't see actually what lays out before the ritual space itself, but you know for certain that is the most powerful. Additionally, over to the left and to the right, at the very back, you can see a spire that emanates, is nearly shredded in nothing, not shredded, shrouded in, very different, shrouded in necrotic energy, emanating to the right, a pluming edge emanation of illusion and to flow. In the distance, you hear as ravens perch on the edge of the town.
Would I also know where the church is, or is that what you just described?
You don't see any church. The city seems empty.
Well,
I got a really bad feeling about just exactly how the divine right of kings turns people into magic.
I got a
Doesn't
20.
feel like- It doesn't feel like it's a thing that leaves the person intact.
Now for you, Normob. So what were you looking for?
The place where the ritual would have taken place.
Okay.
And what
I'm gonna
remains
say
are-
you got a 29. That's a gold star. It's called Ravens. If you go to the ziggurat at the back of the city, that's where it is.
Okay, so I guess we go there.
Okay. Make me. Do you guys just go? Stealth check.
No!
I will stealth check for everybody.
We
I
also
wish
still
that's how
have,
that worked.
we
Just
still have
n-
the sword that could give us invisibility. I think there's 5 charges, right?
Huh?
No, I can be invisible indefinitely. I'm not worried about that. I'm
What are you
worried about us
talking
walking
about?
onto something and dying instantly from, curse of death.
16 plus. I got a 37. No. I can't do math.
Okay.
Um,
So say that again. Sorry, I'm just 30 what?
I'm doing the math. 1 second.
I
I got
would
a
also
33 in stealth.
Okay.
I'd also like to make a quick reminder. The Spear of Warning is in play for anybody within 30 feet of me.
That's great.
Fuck off with your spirit warning, apparently. No one cares, Borbor.
I think Daniel forgot about that, to be honest.
No, I didn't forget. Good for you. You have a spirit warning. That's great for you. Sure, it'll end well for you. Let me just pull that item up to make sure that I know exactly how it works.
Anybody within that's an ally of me cannot be surprised if they're within 30 feet of me.
That's great.
Yeah, and I have
Awesome.
advantage on
Very
No,
good for
this
you.
stop us
Okay.
from being surprised by like traps as well. So like when the trap happens, we just go like, "Oh man, that sucks."
That's not what the language of the spell says. That's not what the language of the,
Yeah, no,
of
I
the
don't
item
think so.
says.
No. Oh, sorry, it was a bad attempt at a joke. I'm really high and I thought it was funny.
No, that was kind of funny. I also will say, so a tower falls on your head. No, see, it was relevant. It was relevant.
Was it
I found a
really,
loop.
though?
I found a loophole to your bullshit, Jeff. I have a tower that came to life. Okay.
We don't even die
So-
to anybody. Just like this is an old building, and the whole building just
A building
work,
fall.
Just die.
Yeah, the D&D equivalent of rocks fall and you all die. The game Epis is like, shit, well, I guess I'm a god now. Okay. So is just Evie stealthing? Is everyone else just walking?
I mean, I'll try to stealth. It's
I'll
not gonna
also
go
try
well.
to stealth.
I'm gonna cast. No, I can't cast that because I've got Arcane Eye up.
Oh my god, a
I
15 was my
had-
worst roll on a disadvantage. That's insane. 17.
I got a 20 total.
Alex got a...
Wait, actually, let me double check.
Did Alex just get a nat 20?
No, he got a 25. So Alex rolled a 7.
I got a dirty 20.
Cool. Those rolls were for something else. Okay.
Right.
So, yeah, you pace
I think I'm the
through
lowest. I'm 17.
the city. It is ice cold. The mist coils around you, just slightly keeping its distance, allowing you to see around, almost as though it knows you're there. But as you pace through, you move through the city, you see the towers form and loom, almost stretching over you at weird abs. You hear strange chitters in the distance and caws as ravens fly by, as wrath curve. You walk slowly the ziggurat, step, step, step. It rises for nearly maybe 50 feet up as you climb the stairs at an curve towards a wide, round platform. Embedded into the obsidian stone are various shattered marks. This gigantic Gothic hall with arcane runes that seem to have these raw crystals in scarring every bit of it, almost as though you see inside the obsidian ground. Imagine if someone like poured glass into various fractures, into broken. That's what this looks like. You see in the center a small figure. Make a perception.
All of us?
All of us?
For those who want to see what the figure is.
Fuck yeah,
Oh,
I
fuck.
want to see it.
I rolled a natural
can-
1. I don't
we
see
can-
shit.
We can all
This
see in the
fucking
dark,
mist,
though, right?
dude. This fucking mist, dude,
Borbor
really
can't.
hits you different, Borbor.
The fuck?
rolled
I mean, I
10.
know where we're going, but what are you guys talking about?
Borbor's like, who's Epis?
Oh, well, perception. Perception. Not intelligence.
You rolled on that one.
Fuck, you're right.
I got a 25.
Jeff, you tell me, does a nat one mean you see this?
No, I don't fucking see shit.
Okay.
A 25.
Okay. Very good. For those who roll below a 20, you look and see a feeble wingless bird breathes heavily, as though it's trying to grab at every breath that it has. It turns to you. It is adorned in a purple ragged cloak. It has a small staff, and you see slight chains that seem to attach it to the ground. Turns. Do any of you make yourself known to it?
I just hold out my dagger, but I don't move.
Wait, was that for people who saw rolled over a 20 or under a 20?
Under a 20. Arashi, you look closer and you see a perch forward. You feel a strange light pierce out of its eyes as though it can see right into you. Hello? Is someone there?
A lot of someone's actually.
Oh!
How are you?
It fumbles and falls onto its back.
Are you okay?
Yes. And it struggles. Its arm shakes horribly as it slowly presses itself up,
Is
forcing
there
itself
any
up
way
with its
I can
pain.
help?
Help? Yes. Yes. I'm... My name is Inkzelt. I'm... a... protector of this place. I am trapped here by these chains, and he lifts them up. You look at those chains, and they emanate with a dark romance.
Quick question.
Yes,
Is this a bird talking or is this a man talking?
a bird, a like humanoid-looking bird, similar to a kenku.
Okay.
Can I check him for magic?
Sure, make a Arcana check.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure, make an insight check. What are you trying to check?
I'm checking to see if he's trying to be deceitful at all.
Okay.
Like in terms of why he was trapped there.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 26 because I rolled a natural 18 plus 8.
He's not lying so far.
I rolled a 17 on magic.
He seems to have arcane energy that emanates from him along with him, including the staff. However, it's unclear if that's a specific spell, if that's part of chains.
Okay.
I assume a simple dispel magic isn't going to help with these chains.
This is... but perhaps you could help. Worked. Well,
Sorry, I think my audio is broken. I'm hearing like every third word. and I
Yeah,
don't
it's,
know
Yeah,
it's,
what-
it's
same.
very cut out.
let me try this. Second. Ding. Sound. In sensitivity. Hold on. Is this better? maybe.
Probably.
Yes.
We'll try it.
We'll try it. I do think you all seem kind. Could you perhaps help an old bird? When the Raven Queen ascended, she sucked the life from me and my people, her most devout followers. And she trapped me here, forced to watch the remnants of her empire.
That's horrific.
Uh-huh.
I will not lie.
So
This
wait,
is a terrifying thing to learn about a fucking god.
but he knows the ritual, right?
Yeah, he knows the ritual.
I do. I was one of the arcanists that aided the Raven Queen in her ascendancy. In doing so, I have forgotten many things. Her name is not just lost to time, but also by her own will. She is the goddess of death, but not just the physical, but also of the known. She is the end of memory.
Oh.
Now that's even more horrifying.
That's lovely.
Isn't that like the enemy of Abyss? Then
Yeah. Yeah, there would be.
I perhaps would be able to aid you. You ask about the ritual, yes.
Specifically, what are its flaws and easily tampered with parts if we were, say, trying to sabotage it? Or make it not happen?
If
Ever.
you were to free me, well then, perhaps I would be akin to aid you.
Can I make a check?
Yes, what kind of check?
I want to know. I want to try to figure out if he seems like a threat with or without the chains. Like if
Okay.
I remove the chain, if we remove the chains, would he be a threat?
Mm-hmm. Go for it. Make me an insight check.
Insight. Okay.
can
Can
I?
I make an intelligence check?
Sure. What are you trying to check, Jeff?
I'm trying to see if we break the chains, whether the goddess of death would be less willing to help us potentially.
Okay. Make me a religion check.
Religion.
17 total for the insight.
Oh, I got a natural one.
Okay. Jeff, you have no idea what the Raven Queen would think of this.
Not a fucking clue.
And then... Okay.
Can I cast?
Arashi, he seems completely non-threatening. He's kind of pathetic. His body barely holds up. I think he might just be trapped here, like he said.
Can I cast Identify on the chain?
Sure.
You gotta touch it to do that, though. Keep that in mind.
Oh.
You want to touch it?
I bet those are chains of suck greater soul or something.
Ah, yes, the specific big suck energy from these chains.
I'm gonna touch them.
No god.
Okay.
I'm gonna check his
Normal
vibe.
guys.
You touch the
Bad
chains.
vibe. Bad vibe.
You feel a necrotic energy rush through them. They are divine necrotic energy, imbued and embedded. These chains are extremely powerful. The energy that flows through this it probably would only take, at best, the raw power of a wish spell to break them.
How convenient.
Okay.
Sounds like
Do
you
you
should have a
actually
luck
first,
bird.
before we even start considering freeing you, my good and avian friend, why the fuck has nobody else been here to try and free you? Just out of curiosity, because it feels like you've been here for a long time, like real long time, and I feel like we're maybe not the first people to walked in. And did everybody else just say, "Hey, look at the frail old bird that's just stuck there. Let's just leave the bird"? Or did they fail?
Are evil servants in the city. They claim to worship the Raven Queen, but they kill or maim or attack anyone who enters. Perhaps you were just careful enough to avoid their sight. But beware, they still roam the Shadarkai.
A+ on teleportation accuracy, Alex. Because I would have put us in the center of whatever the problem was around here. And you seem to have gotten us on target.
I will say our stealth also helped, probably.
Yeah.
No, that can't be it. Magic solves everything.
Worked for me. Without magic, thank you very much.
Take water and I throw a fish in the Russia.
Is there like a key on the chains or anything? Like a keyhole?
Oh, that would be so convenient, Normov.
There does not appear to be any indication of a keychain or of a key.
Can I make a perception check for the area around us to make sure we're not being watched?
Yeah, go for it.
15. Oh wait, doesn't the Spirit of Warning give like advantage?
Do you want to double check that?
I am. I think it's an advantage on initiative. Actually, I don't think it's proficiency.
Thomas, do you want to try persuading him?
To do what? He's already we just gotta break the chains and we're chilling. What am I gonna do? Persuade the chains to break? I can ask nicely. Hey,
Persuade him
chains,
to tell us
could you
something
do
about
us
the
a solid?
ritual.
Because,
Like-
as you can tell,
Persuade him to
Okay.
tell us something about the ritual before we try to free him.
you can't say that in front of somebody, Normov. You can't just turn to one of your known associates and say, "Hey, persuade the man in front of me." How does this the bird?
Let's just go find another more useful bird.
Also, persuasion isn't necessary. We just need brute force to get the chains off, or I don't know, magic, probably.
He says there's others. We could just find a more useful bird that isn't dying on the floor and stuck there.
I want to help this bird.
This bird seems to be a lost cause.
I'm sorry for my companions. They don't respect birds.
Well, how are we supposed to?
I already got to deal with a fish. I don't want to deal with a bird too.
Did I not see anything with the 15? I'm sorry.
With a 15, you don't currently see anything of note. The mist obscuring the area around you. It's almost like, imagine if you were standing on a high place and there are clouds all around the bottom floor. That's what it feels like being up there.
Cool. Okay.
Besides the towers themselves, which you don't seem to notice anything.
Okay.
Okay. That's it. That's all I can see.
Would you have any insight as to how we go about breaking your chains?
It would require great magic. It would require a wish spell.
Well, so I guess this isn't any of our decisions. We just gotta guess Alex. Alex, do you want to free the bird? It all comes down to you, because nobody can just say, hey, Alex, use your wish spell for this, because that's a stupid thing to do.
You would have a wish spell? You can cast such great magic.
Nope.
He-
Nope, because I don't like the tone that your voice took immediately. None of us can do that.
Isn't it only one
he-
use?
Looks
We rely on
quizzically.
sneaking around. You heard the cat. We don't do magic. Magic's
He
not
looks
our thing.
quizzically at all of you. He's gonna make an insight check. Make a deception check.
Ooh.
I mean, you're the one talking and lying.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Well,
probably tennis.
Yeah.
It's Tannis.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to defeat a divine avatar.
Isn't there a spell that just is like unlock?
I rolled a 25.
Oh my
Okay, so
God.
he rolled a 29. So
Oh,
Holy!
I rolled an 8, so I
shit.
wasn't expecting to win this.
If you so wish, perhaps an answer would lie in the Raven Queen's tower. However, there is an alternative. If you so wish, you could simply tug on this section, and he points to a certain section of the chains. And if you cast Dispel while tugging on it, perhaps the spell will break.
I'm rolling an insight check on that one.
Can I
Yeah,
do
go
an
for
it.
Arcana check on that specific piece?
Nah, I
Yeah,
trust the bird. I'm gonna try.
Go for wait. So roll an insight check.
I just rolled a fucking 19 plus 8, so 27.
He is being honest.
Before
I don't like how you can't tell me what you rolled.
Tunnis
He's
just goes up
telling
and
you.
does it, I hold my knife to Tunnis and I'm like, Tunnis, you are way too trusting.
Oh,
Back the fuck up.
that's
Vorbor, you can tell with 100% certainty they mean it. They think that perhaps if you cast a spell while tugging all together, it will work.
All of us?
I think
Yeah.
that he's telling the truth, that he believes it could work. That doesn't mean that it would work, but there's a chance.
The worst thing that happens is we piss off a god. Which would just be
No,
an
like-
escalation of us pissing off somebody who aspires
But at least
to
then
be
we could talk to them and tell them about Epis, who's literally doing the same thing.
You know, I feel like
I
he's on
actually
his way
think that
over.
us pissing off a god is a better scenario than most of the other scenarios.
Yeah.
I take it back. The worst thing that could happen is we all get curse of paralysis and sad, and we're just stuck here with the bird for the rest of our lives. Which are now dragged on to eternity because the bird is very old. I'm sorry. We keep talking about you like you aren't here. I'm really sorry. What's your name, friend? You
I
said
think
your name.
we
Oh
try
my
it.
god.
We try it.
Help me.
Inkzelt.
Wait, what was that?
Inkzelt.
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 Nice to meet you.
Inkzelt. Inkzelt.
Inkzelt. Okay. Did I learn anything from my Arcana check on that specific piece of the chain? I got a
21.
Mm-hmm.
Still as powerful as before.
I want to put on the chain.
Okay, let's.
Nobody
follow
else.
the chain.
Like, my thing is
I'll
I
do
touch
the
the cursed
dispel.
artifact.
Do you all pull on the chain
Yeah.
and do the spell?
Alright,
Fuck it, I pull on the chain.
Okay.
No,
Everyone
I
make
just
me
don't-
I
Yeah.
face
Okay.
palm. I face
Everyone
palm and I
make-
refuse.
Okay. Everyone make a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good. I actually
God.
can't make that. Never mind.
I failed. I got a 16.
I'm going to fail.
No.
I'm watching this dumb
Alex's
foolery.
turn. Okay. Alex's.
I got a 4.
Goddamn. Okay.
I hate it here.
Wisdom.
Well, it's a great thing because Alex did not succeed either. So
Oh,
I
We all
failed.
what the fuck?
you are all paralyzed for 1 minute.
Oh no, it is the paralysis inside!
Oh no!
As that happens, Inkzet goes. I wasn't expecting a wish user. And it's gonna charm Alex.
I immediately
I
bring my
counterspell.
knife.
No, wait, I can't.
You're paralyzed.
You're
I'm
paralyzed.
I'm no
Yeah,
longer.
yeah.
I
It
immediately.
10 rounds.
Oh my god!
I immediately.
Okay.
Can I try to stab him just like in his leg or something?
Nope, you're paralyzed.
No, I didn't touch
Arashi
it.
didn't do it.
No, it doesn't matter. It's not about touching. It's just if you're in 30 feet, which you were.
What the
Oh.
fuck? Wait, no, I didn't. Wait, I didn't do a wisdom save then. Hold on.
Oh, you gotta do a wisdom save.
I didn't know I was included in this.
Yeah, no, everyone is included in this.
Oh,
Okay. 1 second.
Let's see. In the meantime, Alex is gonna make a charisma save. He fails.
fuck.
Wait. What was everyone's score?
Mine was a.
Oh, what the fuck? I have a +5 to wisdom.
Mine was a
I got a
16.
17.
If you give me a +5,
I also-
I
I'll
can
give
make
you
it.
the +5.
That would be great if he doesn't. Let's see. What is this?
Use a legendary
Wait, can I give you a +5
use
here?
luck. Yeah, I'm gonna use luck.
Yeah, wait, can you? Have you already used them up?
No, I still have some, but.
How
what
does
is
it
this?
work?
Is it a saving throw?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then he can get a +5, so I'll give the +5 to Borbor.
I still got a 17 after my luck. I hate it here.
Okay. let
Don't
me
you have
see.
2 more?
I
I
can
could
only do
keep
it.
going.
Oh,
You know what? I'll keep going until I pass it. How about that? Let's do that.
I stop that. Oh, you're gonna burn all your lucks.
I'm using all my luck. Or I'm gonna
Wait, are you
fucking try.
stopping Normov from giving me
Fuck!
the +5?
I don't know if I can do that actually. I don't.
it
think I
uses my
can.
reaction.
I'm so screwed if this last one.
Oh,
doesn't
you
go
can't
over
do
to
it
me.
then.
But it
Oh
would,
no, you can't. It doesn't matter.
Ah,
You're
25.
paralyzed.
I did it.
Wait, why
Okay.
can't he give it to me if he was like giving? Oh, because it's a reaction. He's paralyzed at the same time I
He's
get paralyzed.
He's paralyzed.
Oh no!
I stab
Okay.
him.
As you move, Arashi, I want you to make, because this is
Oh,
a bonus action. Sorry, I need to double check what the spell is called. Dominate. Dope. He doesn't need to do that. Okay. Make me a. Sorry, I'm like reading. Wisdom saving throw.
Again? The fuck?
Yeah, again.
Oh, I hate it here.
The paralysis is a bonus action.
14.
Dominate person. He
Oh
goes to you
my
and says, drop all your valuables and run in the opposite direction at full speed.
Oh,
That's bad.
Uh,
Arashi's going to be in the next state.
Evie drops all their valuables, and while they're running away, he is going to turn and charm
wait. So how much
Alex.
gold did you just drop?
Everything.
ton.
All of Arashi, everything. Alex. Okay, time to see what Alex rolls on his charisma. He has disadvantage
this is why
because he's still
We don't
exalted.
help a dumb
7.
bird.
For
I'm sorry,
reference
you were right
earlier,
in this
Jeff,
situation.
when you rolled your like insanely high insight check, he rolled. He has a plus 12. He also rolled a nat 20.
Son of a.
So Alex is charmed. He frees Alex of the paralysis. Free me. Alex raises his hand and casts Wish. Let me see really quick.
How far do I run?
What's your max speed
Fuck.
per round?
Per round. Does that include my feline and agility?
Yeah.
For as many times as you can use it, yeah.
So I think feline. That's double. Where's the rest of my speed? Fuck if I know, apparently. Guess I gotta look it up. 1 second.
Okay, I have to roll a percentile dice as well. Okay, you're good. Alex might have not been able to use Wish again. Okay. The bird. Oh, you
60
fools. 60 feet? Okay. 60 feet. Well, you are gonna move 600 feet away.
Oh my god.
Until the spell ends. Alex stands there and he says, "You can stay with them." Now, let me double check to make sure that if I hurt you, it doesn't undo the paralysis. I don't think it does. Oh yeah, it's corruption.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, and then he has to redo the paralysis on Alex, which he does. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Alex is paralyzed again. Yeah,
So how many turns has that been now? 2 or 1?
2. Doesn't look like you need to make any saves. Okay, now everyone makes a wisdom save.
Even if I'm gone.
You're different. You're gone.
Okay.
I
I rolled a 16 again.
Tell me if you beat a 20.
Yeah, I failed.
I can't get a 20, so there's no point in me rolling.
Okay, he's gonna drop a wall of fire on all of you and walk away. So we're gonna just roll the damage for this. I'm gonna roll, and then you guys are gonna roll to see if you break out.
Okay.
So roll again, because now we're on the second round as he's getting away. He's moving 60 feet.
Nope.
The chains break off.
24!
24. Tunis, you break out as he is dropping a wall of fire, so the damage is still going to do it. Oh, counterspell? He
If I break out
counterspells
in
your
time, I will
counterspell.
counterspell it, but if I don't break out in time, I don't know how it works.
He's going to counterspell your counterspell. I'm going to roll.
Oh.
He definitely counterspells your counterspell with a fucking 20. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like a 23.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know I won't know until I get back, but did he actually take any of my stuff?
No, it's just on the floor.
Fucking bitch.
He probably was going to take it. However, they he didn't expect for Tunis to break free that quickly. Okay, so you're gonna take though, Tunis, along with everybody else. $24 points of fire damage. Not you, Arashi, because you're not there.
I'm quite aware. That's just a lot of damage.
24?
24 points of fire damage. Okay, so Tunis, that was it. So he's 60 feet away from you. He's running. Oh yeah, he can check to see if his ability refreshes. We're gonna do this turn to turn. So his ability does not refresh. Next up, Tunis. it's your turn. Everyone else is going to make the save after Tunis.
I'm trying to figure out what the heck I can do to even try and help us here.
Okay.
Dispel magic.
I will say there is a wall of fire on top of you all.
I can dispel the wall of fire, but then I don't know if I can dispel the individual paralysis effects, and also dispelling the wall of fire is a large investment.
Well, can you dispel Normov so that they can get out?
Can I ascertain if the paralysis is a magical effect or if it's something else? Like,
Make an Arcana check.
I don't know. 13 plus. Oh god, what's Arcana? Where's Arcana? 15.
15. You would think that it is not a spell.
Ooh. Okay, gotta get rid of Fireball. Except what are the chances this thing's a person asking the group?
Wait, what?
Because I could try and dominate person it right back.
What would they need to break on a save?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Evie, for the count, you're 240. You said 60 feet per turn, Evie?
It's 60 feet for every other turn. So it's 30 feet for some turns and 60 for some turns. Wait,
Is
no.
that including dashing?
Oh, I forgot about dashing. Hold on.
Okay, so I get what you're saying.
Feline agility is only once unless I stop moving. So dashing
120
is double,
the
right?
first round. So 120 the first round.
Yeah.
60 the next round.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Or sorry, 90 the first round. 60 the next round, so that's 150.
And then I think
we're now in the
feline
third
agility
round.
doesn't recover I think
So
feline agility might force you to
210.
stand still.
You would have to stop, and that wouldn't be running at max speed. So you're at 210 feet away right now. That's where you're at. Just letting you keep track. Because if the dominate person ends early, then you don't have to worry about that.
Sick.
Okay. So,
Does
what do
dominate
you...
person originate, like if I'm going to dispel dominate person, do I dispel it from the caster or from the affected?
I'll say you could try either. You could also just hit him, and that would technically make him have to make a con save.
Wait, how is he concentrating on Wall of Fire and Dispel Magic at the same time? This guy's fucking terrifying.
Oh, you made a very good point.
Oh!
Evie, the second the Wall of Fire is cast, you're back.
Let's go!
Thank you for reminding me. So you're at 240 feet away, I think.
Wait, I thought it was 210.
I'm doing the math again. Yeah, 210. Thank you. 210 feet away.
Alright, I'm pausing so I can get my feline agility back.
Okay.
And Dick Nuts McGee is fucking 60 feet away right now, or further?
60 feet away.
Excellent! Thomas is gonna cast Shape Change. Or at least try to get counter spell.
Okay. What is the... on yourself?
Yeah, on myself. I think I can only cast it on myself.
I'll try and counterspell it.
Am I allowed to counterspell on my turn? I don't know how this works. I don't know if I can use a reaction.
No,
can't you?
Let me think really quick. Okay, so he did that.
Because what I'm trying to do is cast the spell, and he's countering me casting the spell, but can I counter while I'm casting a spell?
No, it doesn't matter because he already used it. So you save change. What do you turn into?
I turn into a red dragon. Because that's the only large creature that I've seen.
You turn into a giant red dragon. He goes, ah! He screams horribly. Okay, that is your transformation. Is there anything else you can do?
Other than run over towards him, no.
No. Okay, so you loom towards him in your red dragon form. As you do, it is now his turn. he is going to see if his paralysis refreshes.
Oh fuck.
It does.
Oh fuck.
He's gonna bonus action try and paralyze you. Make a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw.
Which type of dragon am I?
Red.
You said red.
I'm working off of the dragon that I saw in the astral plane once.
It's a CR of 17. So you would be
Let me
able to
find
turn
which one has the
into.
CR of 17.
Let me scroll it really.
Ah,
quick.
here it is.
Sorry.
Adult red dragon.
You have a +1 to wisdom.
Yeah,
+7 to
adult.
wisdom saving throws, though.
Do I gain
Plus
its
that-
legendary resistances?
Why don't you read the shape change spell really quick?
That's a good idea. Thank you. I'm sorry. I've never used this before.
You're good. I don't believe it gives you the fucking. Let me see. Your game statistics are replaced by those of the chosen creature, though you retain your alignment, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. You also retain all your skills and saving throw proficiencies. So it's the same wisdom as you had before.
In addition to gaining
If the creature has the same proficiency as... Oh, wait, this is proficiency. Hold on.
The same. It is all. So it's the same stuff for this. So you're still just rolling
In
like
addition
you were
to gaining
tennis.
those of the creature, so I gain the proficiencies.
Yes. But you're still working with your stats,
Yeah,
so it's
I'm
just the
supposed to, but it
same
also
wisdom as you
doesn't
had
say
before.
anything about legendary actions that I can see.
It says
No, I don't.
Your game statistics are replaced by the statistics of the
Oh, I
dragon.
can't. It specifically says I can't, so that's good. Okay, so I have my normal wisdom
Yeah.
roll. Great. Please work. Oh, that's a natural one. That's incredible.
You are paralyzed. You
God
get to
damn
make
it,
the
I
save
hate
though
being
at the end
broken.
of his turn. So Arashi, you're however free. Also, I'm gonna roll the wall of fire damage now on the people who are still in it, which is just Vorbor and Normov now.
Yes.
$21 points of fire damage.
That's not bad.
Okay. You now all get to make the save, the wisdom save, except for Arashi. Arashi, what would you like to do?
I rolled a
Run
19!
as fast as
I
I
auto-fail.
goddamn can.
Okay, so you're gonna move 90 feet. So you're at 100 and... Wow, I really can't do math. 120 feet away.
Wait,
Sorry,
so
how much damage
does
did you take?
feline?
21.
That's including feline.
Well, does feline double just my base speed or my dash?
Your base speed.
Oh, that's boring. Okay.
Sorry. Dash is an action. Okay, so did you guys beat a 20?
I got a
No.
19.
I got a 17.
Okay, so you're all frozen still. Oh yeah, Alex is gonna roll. That's a 7. He does not. Okay. The guy is going to inch away. He's gonna keep running. He's also going to bonus action throw a charm on Tunnis. Okay. So make me a DC 20 charisma saving throw, Tunnis. You're pretty good at those.
Please?
I am fucking excellent at those, is what I am.
Please?
Also, though, as soon as this charm is cast, the firewall, though, because I think charm is, unless it's a different thing.
It's a different thing.
Okay, I'm stupid.
No, you're good. No, you're not stupid at all. This is a in-character ability. This is not a spell.
I rolled a 22 with my plus 12 to charisma saving throws.
You are now immune to being charmed by this creature. As
I
it
would
runs
like
away,
to mentally inform this creature that it is pathetic.
I'm free. I'm free. And it's going to run 60 feet away.
Probably
Does
tastes
it
like
have any-
chicken.
It's also going to cast. Is confusion? Hold on, I need to make sure. This creature has a lot of stuff going on it can do.
Yeah, we kind of fucked ourselves over here. I'm
Oh,
never
that's cool.
touching one of your NPCs again.
Never.
10-foot pole
You know,
for all
that's
of them.
fair. This NPC I had kind of laid out back when I was first designing this world, so you would have encountered the same thing if you had came here a while ago.
Oh fuck.
It doesn't
Good
really
thing
want to
we came
cast
now.
input. It's just gonna throw a. Yeah, I guess I'll just do a whole person. No, that doesn't work because you're a giant fucking creature currently, so I don't think that works. Yeah, no, he's just gonna run. Okay, he's gonna run. I'm gonna roll the fire damage, and then everyone's gonna roll the save again.
Holy fuck, I've rolled a 10 3 times in a row. What the hell?
Okay, Vorbor and Normov, you take 23 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Both of you are gonna make the save.
Yeah, I failed.
Alex fails.
I auto fail.
Okay. We're on round 5. Arashi,
Yo.
you move 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're 60 feet now away from the center. At this point, you see all your allies caught in a blooming wall of fire. You see a giant red dragon, and you see a very now chipper bird with the chains removed running off.
Am I on my stuff?
You can see your stuff is is a few feet away from you.
But am I on it?
No, not yet.
Then I end my turn.
Okay. That is your turn. Back to the
Random
top.
question. Does
Yes.
the mini-handed pouch count as a valuable?
Does the what?
Does the mini-handed pouch count as a valuable?
Yeah, no, he said drop everything.
Okay.
Okay. Rolling. He does not refresh his paralysis ability. He is going to keep running, as well as can't throw another charm. Yeah. He is just gonna. No, yeah, that's all. He's gonna just hold on to the spell. And keep running. So he's now 120 feet. So he's running down the staircase right now, on the opposite side. So imagine if the ziggurat is like a giant building tower that leads upward. There's staircases that loom and guide you down, spiraling down. He's taking the opposite staircase. You know how like pyramids like build up, kind of? It's kind of like that, towards a round circle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he's running down that. Just so you get a picture of like where he is. Everyone make the save. I'm gonna roll the fire damage.
Fail.
Is this the save for the
The
paralysis?
wisdom. Yeah, the wisdom. This
Okay,
is just
I
for the paralysis.
What's the range on that fire?
It doesn't matter. He casts the spell. He's just leaving the wall as he runs. 26 points of fire damage. For both Normov and Vorbor. How are you guys doing on health?
I'm fine.
I'm basically dead. How much
Oh,
time
yeah.
is that again?
26.
Okay.
Alex fails still. Okay.
Yeah, I still have a lot of health.
Okay. Arashi, your turn. If you use your max speed, you can make it to your stuff.
My max speed? That's not a few
Yeah.
feet, Daniel.
You haven't been. Listen, you're the one who forgot that you can bonus action dash too.
Well, whatever. Okay, so fuck. I was hoping I had more. I can't seem to see it. Is summoning my Griffin a bonus action or an action?
Let me pull it up.
I can't seem to find it.
That's okay.
Actually, when was the last time I even used
Action. Sorry, it's an action. It's been a bit. You would be able to use it again at this point. It's been long enough. You had like a whole night. But
well, no, it says 5 days.
Oh, is it 5 days?
Yeah, it's 5 days.
Okay. Well, then yeah. You wouldn't be able to use it for right now.
Fuck. Whatever. I use my max speed and grab my stuff.
Okay, all your stuff is back in your inventory that you pick up.
Thanks.
Fuck, I'm such a weak ass dragon. What the hell?
Are you rolling? You don't need to. You could just pick the current HP that it has listed.
Oh wait, I forgot how to do it wrong. I'm also supposed to.
Oh
have
yeah.
130.
So, did anyone beat the paralysis save?
Which time was this? Was this the new one, or was that the?
No, it's not a new one yet. We're on round 6 still.
Yeah,
I rolled a 19.
Okay. Okay.
This
Round
guy's
7. He moves 60 feet. He is going to.
How far away is he total now?
He is 180 feet now.
Yeah, fine.
He might just get away. He's probably gonna roll stealth soon. Yeah, he's just gonna roll stealth now. Okay, he's hiding now. You can't see where he is anymore, but the wall is still there. Okay.
Cool.
I'm going to roll the fire damage. You all roll the save.
I already failed the save. Let's just take the damage.
I got a 20.
We got a 20?
I
The
got exactly
dragon
a 20.
roars as it finally breaks 3 of his holds. Okay, I'm gonna roll the fire damage.
Does that roll happen at the end of my turn?
No, it's at the end of his turn. So you are now free. So you have your turn.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. You take 16 points of fire damage.
Oh,
Both of you.
Oh, okay.
That was a pleasant surprise.
What? Where are we? Like, what round is this?
We're on round 7. Now we're on.
This is round 8 now, I thought.
Yeah, we're on round 8. Sorry. Yeah, we're on round 8. We're getting close to the end of the paralysis.
We have to survive 2 more rounds.
How cooked this normal?
You guys haven't seen like roasted gnome before, but like this is
It's getting close to it.
you can practically smell him. You're like,
It's
shit,
actually
dude.
worse than that because I'm in armor, so it's.
Of course you're doing it.
Is there a clip of like knights on fire? Because that's what he looks like. So as your metal hot pocket burns, you guys watch as the dragon flies through. So you're currently a dragon. You're free. You have your full movement and everything. What do you want to do,
How
Thomas?
far away from the wall of fire did I get?
You're 60 feet away from it.
God fucking damn it! I gotta waste so much movement getting back there to get normal mode. He's gonna get away.
No, don't. Just get him.
Get him.
I'm a dragon right now. Anyways, I'm fucking angry. I want him. I want to eat him. He's a snack. I like my chicken plain grilled.
Okay.
I am going to fly. What's my fly speed? It's 80 feet. I'm going to fly 80 feet into the air in the direction that he went and try and get a good look.
Roll a perception check. You got to beat his stealth. You have a good.
You know what's great though is I'm a fucking dragon right now, which means I don't have to rely on my fucking -2.
Unfortunately, you do, if I remember correctly, because it still uses your.
If they have better stats than me and the same proficiency, I can use it.
You can use having their proficiency bonus, I believe. Let me take a look at this.
Oh, piss! Is a proficiency bonus? It was proficiency bonus. I'm having a bad day.
Let's see. If the creature has the same proficiency as you and the bonus listed in its statistics is higher than yours, use the. Okay, so you can. God damn it!
In that case, I got a 28.
You see him shaking in the corner of a fucking building.
I'm just gonna say in his head, found you.
And he goes, oh, come close, see what happens, bitch. And he, seeing you, is gonna cast. No, he just ran away, so he's not gonna cast anything.
How close am I right now?
Oh wait, you all rolled to save. Right, no. So now we're at his you're 80 feet in the air. You can see he is probably, did you go up? Did you go straight up? Like, what did you do?
We're at the top of a ziggurat right now.
Yeah, did you go like fly straight forward, or did you fly like down?
I would have gone straight forward, because then I could have still been elevated compared to their position.
Straight forward 80 feet. So you're probably about 200 feet away on the ground, and then probably another like 100 feet down. So you could dive down 100 feet straight, and then push forward. Not fire breath distance, not yet.
Okay, thank you.
He is going.
No,
he is going to move into right under you, though, because now it's his turn. And cast Etherealness.
God fucking damn it.
Etherealness. You step into a border region of the ethereal plane in which, in the area in which you overlap. Yeah, he just moves down into the floor. This does not require concentration, so the wall still exists. Make your saves. I'm gonna roll damage.
Fail.
We're on round 9. 15. Jesus.
I'm gonna fly back and try and push them out of the flare.
Okay, you take 37 points of fire damage.
Shit.
So I have 16. I think I'm down.
Okay, cool. Next round, you lose 2 death saves. Okay, so Tennis, you're gonna fly back when it gets to your turn. Okay, you fly back. What's your full flying speed?
If I dash, it's 160 feet.
Okay, you ram into them and knock them out of the fire. Cool. He's gone. He's gone. You can roll.
As soon as I saw Etherealness, I just knew. I have access to that spell. I just didn't take it because it felt skeletal.
You freed him. If you want to know what he was a Nagpa.
Wait, there's no way to like locate where he went, like at all.
You could try and like scry on him, but like he cast Etherealness. He's in the ground.
I have no idea what that means.
He literally
an entirely different plane, and it's almost untrackable.
Oh.
We can't even scry him right now. That bird won.
That I told you so.
You win.
That's all.
You win. You know what? You get 3 free stabs.
Also, Jeff,
every single one of you.
What?
That image is exactly what Normov looked like during that whole fucking thing. just how much health do you have?
I have 0 health currently.
Yeah, Alex walks up after he finishes getting his paralysis and is gonna heal you. Let's see what Alex is gonna. He used a wish spell. Alex is exhausted.
It just sucks to be Alex.
He
We should
literally
stop
hasn't
taking
gotten
him
in
places
rest.
because we never take Alex anywhere nice.
Okay, if it's any consolation, Alex started this campaign in a worse condition. He's just gonna six. I'll just do a
That's
6 level
actually
cure
impressive.
wounds.
He's in a really bad condition right now.
Okay,
That
so
bird made me want to stab something, and at this point, it might be Tunnus.
okay, let's see.
It would be justified. But I'm a dragon right now. Your
Actually, we'll
dragons
do
can
5th
speak
level.
common apparently, so I apologize if this is jarring.
Dragon wouldn't be very tasty, I guess. So I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm much weaker when I'm not a dragon.
Wait, what spell did he use to get away?
Oh,
Ethereal.
sorry, hold on. Also, you get 32 hit point, or sorry, 38 hit points back, Normov. And then he used Etherealness. If you, like, I'll drop it just for fun. Maybe you can find him, I don't know, but I'll pull up the Nagpa stats. He is pretty fucking weak, to be honest. Like, if you had gotten past him, there
If
is
he
some
hadn't
stuff.
paralyzed me, I would have snapped him up. It would have been great.
Yeah,
Sorry, how
no,
much health was it? 32?
38 points of health.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alas, my cripplingly bad wisdom.
Can I dispel it?
Etherealness, you would need to find him. If you find him, sure, but he's in the ground. You can move up or down. Every foot of movement costs an extra foot. You can see and hear the plane you originated from, but everything there looks gray, and you can't see anything more than 60 feet away.
You're still a dragon, aren't you, Tunnus? Can't you just, like, dig it?
Dig?
If he goes up
What?
or down.
My dude, you're asking me to dig onto another plane of existence.
Wait, am I misunderstanding this?
You can't just dig to him. He is also in the ethereal plane.
You know how, like, all the planes are layered on top of each other? The
Yeah.
ethereal plane is just to the side. Just a little bit to the left.
So, okay,
You don't
anyways,
just dig there.
that happened. How fucked up did you get, guys? I know that I almost killed Normov.
I'm still fine, actually. I'm
You're
not too
still
bad.
fine. Okay.
I'm just chilling.
I'm about half,
Okay.
half HP.
So
kinda.
he's gone. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to look at the current fucked up area? Do you want to go into the castles? Do you want to look at the?
Is Chain
kinda-
still here?
If you guys want, I'll allow a one person to make a Arcana check to
That's
try
fine.
and actually not even Arcana, just a straight intelligence check.
What's everyone's
Be me,
intelligence?
right?
And I'm gonna
Probably.
say DC 25. I give you info on the ritual. DC 30. I explain what Epus's plan is.
How the fuck are you gonna roll 30 on it?
I give the help action to Normov.
Okay.
You have to roll a natural 20. It's the only way. Guidance!
So he has guidance, he has help, and he has a +5 ability as well. He rolled a 19.
If you give yourself a +5,
Not yet.
we actually hit 30.
Oh, and a +4 for guidance.
That's 23 plus 5.
28. So wait, but what's your intelligence?
Plus. Oh, I forgot about that. Plus 5.
We broke the 30.
Okay. Now I just tell you what Epus's plan is. When you look at the ritual floor, you clearly see that what it was doing was summoning energy from the worshippers in order to allow the Raven Queen to ascend into a godhood. That's actually partially what happened to the Nagpa. They were having their energy siphoned. Those who consensually siphoned their energy did pass on, but allowed the Raven Queen to ascend. However, Epis is not a king. Epis does not have loyal followers like that. But he does have the soul of a king and the crown of a king, as well as the blood of his enemy, of that king's enemy. He is going to use the soul of the king of the Leviathos Federation, the strongest and most widespread federation in the world, to use its divine right to use the energies of the people of that federation in order to transform himself into a god that will be able to end all other gods. You don't know his ritual location, but you know it's probably not here because the ritual done here is for the Raven Queen. He has the components. He seems to be weakening the other gods first before he does it by destroying all of their temples. You could stop him before he does the ritual and ascends to godhood. You could try and interrupt the ritual, which could be very dangerous for him, but you need to find out where he's going.
Can I make an investigation check back to my dream to try to figure out where that was?
Do any of us?
In the constellation of Convergence, specifically?
Sure, make me a history check.
History? Okay, I can do history. History's good. History's really good when I roll a 19 and it's a +8. Say 27.
That is one of the floating arcane cities that crashed.
Do I know where?
Let me see. Out of curiosity, just as Daniel, what is your goal with this line of questioning?
I'm thinking that the place that he's going to go is his past city, because that's where he has the most, like, knowledge and power of how to use it.
I'm gonna tell you no. No, he's not gonna do that.
Okay, well.
With a 27, that would probably be a wild goose chase. He is able to do the ritual wherever he wants. More specifically, what you know is it's not a question of where, it's a question of where he'll stop. Right now, he's using the various wizards to help him destroy the land. He's going to use them to help summon enough power to use the divine right to be able to become a god and then kill all other gods. Mm-hmm. That is his goal. He's going to, once he becomes a god, it's not like he's going to stop there and rule. He's going to use the god power he has to kill all of the people who worship other gods.
Wait. Random question.
Yeah.
You said the people who consensually gave their energy died, right?
Yes.
Do we know what happens if we free them afterwards?
The people who died?
The people who didn't die.
Oh, like the Nagpa?
Yeah.
The Nagpa is like a corrupted person that tried to betray the Raven Queen during the ritual.
Oh, okay.
The people who did not consensually, the people who were there were giving consensually.
Okay, so if you're involved in the ritual, you're consensual. Unless
you
destroy it in the middle.
Well, those who, in which case you get corrupted into a Nagpa. In the case of people who didn't, they wouldn't die. They would just be there. However, importantly, you can manufacture consent in a contract or ritual using the divine right of kings.
Okay.
Similar to how like a king makes a contract for all of his people, mm-hmm. You can use that. You ponder this information. Your options lay out before you as this, I'll say as the DM, however, you are welcome to pose other options for yourselves. You could go to try and stop Epis currently. You could try and figure out where you think he's going to stop to do the ritual. You could, using, like Vorbor had a line of questioning involving his past. The 27 indicated that he wouldn't go to the old city he used to be in. However, it probably does indicate that he would go somewhere where he knows that he would not be interrupted by the ritual.
Can he cast it in the sanctum?
Yes.
Well,
I mean, if I had a really cool wizard palace, that would be where I cast my god ritual.
Yeah.
But maybe it's predictable.
How would we enter? We can't.
I am almost 100% certain that we can find some way to enter.
yeah.
True.
I'm like 20% sure that it borders on the astral plane.
Oh, yeah. Well, it
think
could just
that-
be a tweet, right?
Friend.
Thomas, I think we visited Ravencrest. I think it's time we see friend.
Well, bad news.
Yeah.
I gotta take a fucking nap. Before
Honestly,
we
a
get on
nap
that.
wouldn't be too bad for us.
Let's take a nap.
Let's take a
Look,
take a
the
rest.
curse is gonna ruin-
I have an eighth level spell. Let's pick a place for us to take a nap that's not here.
But that's
Why not? I like the atmosphere here. The creepy mist is really growing on me, quite literally.
I'm kind of burned, so the mist
You're
is nice.
crispy.
Do we
I'm
want to?
also a fucking dragon. Isn't that sick?
How long can you stay a dragon?
An hour.
Right.
I
Well,
actually, I
Raise
can't
the
remember any other really cool creatures I've been, but I could be those too.
You
No,
can
I
be the
haven't.
Okay.
dinosaur.
Alex
I
goes.
see.
So, are we staying here?
Let's not. Let's go somewhere safe.
Where's somewhere safe?
Back to the consignal.
Except
Very well.
It was not safe, wasn't it?
Well, it's
I mean, the
safer than the
churches
middle
are
here.
being attacked, so it might. I mean, would you want to be there though when your dad's attacked?
Nah,
No,
let's
no,
leave
I
it.
want to
Let's
get
go to
dragon
that
for the
other
next
town
hour,
where we
so if
tried
it does
to.
screw up, I want him to do it in the next hour.
Let's go
What
to
if
that-
we go to the town, like the first place that we met at?
Okay.
No, that's a bad idea. We're
Why?
the caravan.
I want to go to Draconic now because I'm a dragon right now, and I feel like good.
Okay, I'm gonna be very real with you. What fucking threat do you think that these Kicktown people have? You've got to pay me back your caravan. Cool, I can nuke fucking towns. Tell me what threat
We're
you
just
pose.
gonna get
to me.
interrupted.
No, if we just camp outside of it, we'll be fine.
Okay.
I want to go to Draconic now and become a new god.
No.
I want to be a dragon in the Dragon Town. I think that would be fucking cool.
We'll do it
Okay,
later.
Alex
He starts getting
weaves
worshipped.
his hands together and takes you back to the town of Castello, where your journey began, right outside of the Lion's Den Tavern. And that's
I
where
should
we'll end
probably
this
stop
episode.
being a dragon, huh?
Yeah, as you travel, you see a small boy is approaching the tavern and going, Mom, are we gonna go head in for a meal? What? And that will end the session there as a child screams at the sight of a dragon.
Alright, I gotta go, guys.
Yeah, very fun seeing you guys.
Very, very
We'll
fun.
play in 2 weeks.
I go to
Yeah.
bed.
Bye.
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 Excellent.
Yeah,
Wow.
good night.